I'm back to Driving Legends. Let's do another one. So, if I'm gonna be spawning some cars, this is absolutely not I'm gonna be thinking whatsoever. So, let's do for one more thing. So, let's get around for here, and there are no Lamborghinis in this game. And let's get around for this. For under situation, we're not gonna be doing for some police chases, and let's gonna be doing for some first miles. If you join in this game, wait a second. So if you rejoin in this game, and your progress has been resetted as well. So probably this is not able to get around here in Driving Legends. So if you're in Driving Legends, you can see you have been restarted for just one, and the saving is out of date. Wait a second. This game is absolutely outdated as well. So probably we're gonna be spawning something else that we're gonna be doing for a Rolls Royce that we're gonna be last longer. It is no longer a last longer, so we're gonna be doing for some tuner cars. So it's just not like for now, and it's not lots of things, and we just gonna be doing for a Mitsubishi Eclipse. If you've seen for this first time for a kind of video, so I just ran out of fuel so quickly that I able to drive with this car. And even though if I just press shift, it will do for night trucks as well. So it's blasting away for this one. So I'm just gonna be pressing A to drive, and we're not doing for just a manual. I'm gonna be using a sequential for just a one time for just not based on this one. It was absolutely based on Need for Speed. It was absolutely gonna be driving away in some kind of over cities as well. And I just think that I'm just really absolutely I'm not thinking very smart. It was not absolutely gonna be driving away in every time it's wet. So I just gonna be driving really fast until we're gonna be driving into a secondary point. So I just continue to redline until we're out of fuel. As you can see in my onboard view, so there is no fuel status right over there. So if you get to see for the fuel status, there must be something like dangerous things or something. It will be stalled its engine for something like else. And I just drive away up here and into the peak, and I just crash myself because I can't see throughout in the cliffs. So I just recommended to do reverse, and that's why I say that CB just lied. It was the race mode. This is not absolutely a race mode. We're gonna be saving fuel for just time, using a 6 gears as well, and accelerating to 0 to 60. It changed miles an hour for this time. Now I'm gonna be turning for just only one thing, and I can't see just through for the entirely in the terrain stage. 150, and I can't see for just it's getting laggy a little bit, and 75 miles an hour that I speed a little bit slow just like a highway boy. And we're going back into the city for just right in time, so I hope this game might able to get laggy so much as well. Hitting to 6th gear, and we won't able to get slowed down for the easier time. And let's just see, this is not an absolutely lap time until we get out of fuel. Until this car gets out of fuel, this is most likely just out of my sight. And I just used for the parking space until I just gonna be doing for such a removal for something like a gas. And we're not gonna be doing for just something like kind of a tuner car, so we're gonna be doing not so for this F1 thing, and we're not able to do so as we're gonna be finding out we're not doing our X7. We're not doing for just everything that I just ran out of ideas. I'm almost running out of ideas, so I just find a way for self, and it's not able to find someone else. So I'm recommended to drive a luxury vehicles, but it requires for something like Game Pass, or maybe I should go to be finding out. So if I'm gonna be driving with this car, and absolutely it's still loading, that I should be able to do so. And if you're gonna be open some doors, it will be taking for a lot of more seconds to just stay in nearby the ground. And and something those tires will be touching the ground, and I can't able to just do so. If I ride for this vehicle, it will be taking for too many times for just I say I won't able to do for just only one premium thing. So this is a premium passes for one such a very various things. And before even though this car won't able to touch down, and I so remember for its first time, so we're not doing for a 300 mile per hour plus because this is an absolutely a enormous thing. So I'm gonna be using a BRZ. I hope this is not an age restricted, but absolutely it was not looks like a kind of a street racer. So it's just like a solitary reference. No, I'm just gonna be using for a R34, and I'm not using a police cars or something. So I'm gonna be doing for just something like this for just an old sedan. So that's gonna be spawning for a Porsche 911, which is it was absolutely a faster sports car as well. This is not a faster sports car, and it won't able to touch some ground, and the sun will be setting, and there are no headlights in this game. I guess I just spawned the G-Wagon, so let's get into the G-Wagon first until it's out of fuel. So I wonder it was not going to be out of fuel as well. So I wonder it's still nitrox as well. So using a parking space, and I don't really think so. This must be the nitrox way, and blasting anyway. So let's just turn around and let's do something for a NASCAR stuff. Well, looks like I'm turning on the headlights on. We're not doing just like a various thing for just like a Grand Prix way. So hitting down for the first gear, and we just accelerating very slow for this time. It's a very slow accelerating that I'm gonna be using a G-Wagon. I hope, I'm not sure that I'm gonna be using Underglow. It caused some Game Pass or something. But this thing was not going to be at last. This won't last for this sometimes, and I just never seen the settings as I guess. I won't able to do so. I just absolutely I'm wasting my minds or something like that, and blasting away for a gear 4 and across a little bit bridge, and this must be slower acceleration. It started to decelerate it back into the gear 3 as we accelerating for just absolutely a one time. As you can see the sun down, that you absolutely see this, and something was exactly what's going on right there. And this actual SUV for just one thing, and I'm just a little bit lost my mind. So I don't think it's absolutely one personality thing, so it won't able to reach some 200 kilometers an hour. It's just 120 miles an hour. It is not absolutely one thing, so it's not a lap time or something. Shifting down to the gear 2, I just accidentally tried to do for a caps lock for a tab features. It looks like the clouds are getting me up, and let's see how many miles that I'm gonna be driven for one time. So it does not count, but I hope it got to be counts for just back in this part for a go. So if I just turn on the lights, it was just not kind of a horn, or press G, press F, and I jump out of this vehicle. Sorry about that, and it's absolutely such a worst thing. So we're gonna be respawning again. So let's do for another BMW that I'm gonna be spawning for a BMW M4. So maybe I'm gonna be using another one. I cannot able to do this, and it is officially really hard for this one. And I'm just spawning the R35 GTR. So I just absolutely just spawn a guess. Now it's officially nothing that I'm gonna be getting right inside for this Nismo GTR 35. Wait, if I go inside of this car, maybe it's absolutely gonna be sequential as well. So I can see a GTR, and visibility was absolutely real, and I just accidentally park it so well. I cannot able to turn on the headlights. I can't see everywhere during this nighttime. It's absolutely extremely fast whatsoever. And it's about time that I was able to do so, and I just jump out of my sight. I'm sorry for that. It will might get able to get deleted for something. Now I won't able to find some other things like something like this. It's hard to find that I'm gonna be thing. I am literally going back into the dealership because it just lagged for too much, and it looks like it was absolutely not pretty fine of much, and we just absolutely find our way home for just right on time to in order to see like these things. So I have to end this video once again. Looks like this game is not absolutely do this. It is the most underrated game, and the second most underrated game is the slot car driving, and this is the most likely not gonna be to do so. This is like the second underrated racing game, so looks like if you enjoy for this racing game, so absolutely it will might able to delete this car after 20 seconds for this time. So if you enjoy for this video, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I feel a little bit tired, but Lamborghinis have been removed for something like else, for just recently just finding ourselves to make a new way things better. Now I just won't able to think some right else. So if you enjoy for this game, so I'm Triple Concept signing off, and thank you for watching. So which will be leaving no choice for something like else. And I just also wanted to thank you something for just only one like these things, and we just possibly and absolutely nothing as well. I just feeling I'm not smart anymore, so I'm gonna be seeing you in one more video to go or another one.